Hello, I'm Darren LeBuke of VL Photography, and this is my backyard. Well, as you can see, Christmas was very good to me this year. All of my kids got me action figures, and my wife even got me action figures, and bought a couple myself. So I have an assortment of different new figures that we can use throughout the upcoming videos. But I got some new models as well as figures, and we're gonna go out, take some photos. Maybe we can get some rocks in here and build a little cave kind of set out of it. Let's see where it goes. But for now, let's get to it. And I hope you stay with us and enjoy the video. So in behind me here, we have the Luke Skywalker with Darth Vader set up for in the swamp or where he comes out of the cave. So I went and got some rocks and stuff from outside. So today we're going to look at some set building. I'm going to run through a time lapse of putting this set together, and we're going to change it up and actually use it for Yoda as well. So here's what it looks like though. So here we got some black cardboard paper that we got from the dollar store, as well as this moss, which is also at the dollar store. And I got some bigger rocks that were outside. And then I have these little pocket lights. And these little pocket lights I got at Canadian Tire. They have a magnet inside so I can put them up on the wall, or I use them to, in this case, reflect red light, so that it looks like Darth Vader's lightsaber, so something like that. And then as I'm shooting on long exposure, I just light up the area that I want to be red. So that's what it looks like. And here is putting the set together. So let's change this up a bit. Gonna go with the same kind of idea, the same stuff, and we're just gonna redo it for a scene with Yoda. So with the Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader picture, it was a long exposure. So we took 5 photos, and stacked them in Lightroom, and then took them to Photoshop and added the lightsaber effect. So, but with this one, because I want to do it with Yoda balancing on a rock and drop rocks around it, so it looks like he's making them hover using the Force. I actually want to do the opposite. I want to use it as really high. I want the shutter speed to be like around 1,000, because that way I can freeze the rocks in the air, making them clear. So something that's good about doing setups, even with the toy photography, is that you're learning where to put the lights, and you're learning what to set up for your person and how shadows work and stuff. So even though it's doing with toy photography, it would help very much with doing portraits of people or working with animals or any other thing. So because light is light and it doesn't change, so this allows you to build a set and get ideas for when you take it out in the real world and use it with people instead. So I always like doing it just for fun, just for practice. Gives me the way light will bounce off of things and stuff like that as well. So okay, because I wanted to freeze the rocks in the air, I wanted to use a really high shutter speed. So with that comes darkness. So what I've done to get away from that is I have the overhead light, studio light, I have the ring light, and I have two puck lights there, making it brighter so that the high shutter speed isn't a problem with the amount of light that I have. So because I wanted to freeze those rocks so that they look like they're just being lifted. So hopefully it turns out the way that we want to, but here's what the setup looks like with the lights. Okay, we're going to take the set here and rebuild it one more time. This time we're going to do it for Luke with Yoda swinging from a hairy vine. Run, 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 jump. I can be your backpack while you run. Let's get to it. Okay, so we've done a few examples here of building a set with just some moss from the dollar store, some paper from the dollar store, and some rocks from the yard. Yeah, and just the setup with the lights and the smoke machine or whatever you have around that you could use to change the atmosphere a little bit. Build your own sets. So I hope you like what I've done. And remember, enjoy what you're doing. If you're out doing some photos of toys or people or animals or whatever you choose to do, just remember, have fun with it. Remember, like and subscribe, comment down below, and we'll see you in the next video.